Good morning, Morgan, and good morning to any of Morgan's friends that have joined us for this video. Now, today's video is going to be the last one for now that has to do with the URL library in Python, okay? Because there's a bunch of little things we could waste our time with, but I'm thinking we know enough about how to import the data. It's time to move on to something productive. So in this video, we're going to go and we're going to show you this request class and why it's a little bit different than the URL open function. And we're going to introduce you to the Python module BeautifulSoap that deals specifically with dealing with HTTP websites. Okay, and that's really all the difference we have with the request class. Is you see where it says URLlib request dot. It used to say URL open, but now it's like a request. Well, this is a little bit more refined as far as doing business with these HTTP websites. And I'm not going to sit there and bore you and me with all this reading, although it's here, and if you want, email me and I'll send it to you. All right, but what's more important, let's get down to the example. And it looks very similar. Here it's got the with statement. The difference is that we're calling it response instead of F. And then here we begin to get involved with BeautifulSoap. All right. Now we've seen this enough. It's a different way of getting to the same place. This is where we want to go. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and here we are in the sample code. Oh look, there's the URL open so that we can compare and contrast it to the request. We're going to see the different outputs. Okay, and I think one of the things that you're going to notice is whereas this one is taking the first 300 bytes, this one's taking the whole page. Okay, I think it might even be creating a special object for an HTTP object. I'm not sure. And then here's BeautifulSoap. And we take the exact same information and we run it through the BeautifulSoap. We create a BeautifulSoap object and then we print it using the printify function. All right. And with that said, let's see what happens when we run this. And it didn't blow up. So let's go over and take a look at the output. What do you say? And here we are in the output. Now, using the old URL, we took the first 300 bytes. And then using the request, we took everything that was on that first page. Okay? And look at this mess. That's what you're going to run across. Some are going to even be bigger. When you go out there in the real world, it's not going to be 20 or 30 lines. It's going to be hundreds or thousands of lines of code that you're going to have to deal with. Wow, what a mess. Oh my God, can you make any sense of this? I can't. Oh, wait a second. Let's see what happens when we run it through the BeautifulSoap. Look at that. Boom. Beautiful. That's what the code actually looks like. All right. Now we can make sense of this. Now it's okay if you don't know HTML because you're going to learn it, right? You're going to learn every little freaking byte of HTML code here. How, what a tag is and all that stuff. And we're going to learn it together. Isn't that nice? And as you can see, it just goes on and on and on all the way down here. What's that, a couple thousand lines? That's what you're going to find out there. And it's going to be even more complicated than that. Because we're going to find buried in these websites, little teeny programs, little applets, okay, that run off and access databases and create reports for us. And we're going to learn how to interact with those things so that we can get the information out of them and take it home with us, because we've got interesting things we want to do with that information. But we'll talk about that later. And with that, the video is done for today. We're done for now with the URL library. I might come back and add some videos later on when we start to actually come across instances where we actually use those weird freaking extras that they got over there. But for now, we're done. And now we're going to BeautifulSoap. And then after we're done with the BeautifulSoap, which is going to be about 60 or 70 videos, then we're going to write our own screen scraping program. And it's going to be something useful. All right? And with that said, go out and play. Try not to get into much trouble, and we'll see you in the next video.